EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Like 80. Beat these two. Three bud. Check it out.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the Colts' 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, they go to Edwards. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Jack 16. Switch. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Colts nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Brissett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Brissett on 1st down. Open man is Trey Burton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now it's Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Steelers 7, Colts 0.
On play action, Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run with Hines. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
9 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
To Trey Burton.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. gun, Brissett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To
Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Indianapolis.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
The kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 50. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
2-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Like 80. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't alert.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
10-yard loss brings up
now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down, but set again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return, Jackson. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Middle. Motion, motion. Easy, easy. Alert, alert.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. No spacing. Number 53, Mike 53. Snickers, Snickers. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Al Wood.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Brissett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, it's Edwards, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Edwards, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch it, switch it. Switch it. Check 24, check 24.
Again, it's Edwards. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. These two. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll run here with Edwards. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
230. I'm coming. Watch safety green.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there. A big one. Play action now. Brissett eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. We'll give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 4, check 4. 44. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
55's mark, guys, 55. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Ebron caught left side. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Brissett looks to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 20.
It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Colts, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.